Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Tara Green. Welcome to my channel, Tarot and Palm. You might know me from my personal channel, where it's totally different stuff over there. Or maybe you found me through my Tarot and Palm channel, hopefully, because that is why I created this account. It's so that I will have a place dedicated to just tarot, palmistry, and metaphysical related content. So, to introduce myself a little bit more, I have been practicing the divination arts of tarot and palmistry for around 10 years, probably a little less. But it's kind of interesting because I suppose I was really practicing them my entire life. I just didn't really know what to call them. I was brought up in a Christian household, and so while I naturally had an inclination towards the mystical things, the occult, the magic, I was interested in, I just would see fairies out in the woods, or, I felt a connection. I was actually very passionate about Yeshua and what I could connect to of the divine through through the constructs that were given me and through the place that I was at. So I always had a deep passion for Yeshua. I actually used to love reading the Bible, and I still do. And the Bible was a place for me where I was able to connect to the divine as a young child. And of course, there came a time where I began to question certain things, and I was like, wait, if that's who that is and why are they saying this doesn't make sense. But that I will save for another video. That's a whole nother story. And I personally feel very aligned with Creator, Source, God, Yeshua, the divine, those who have my highest and best timelines in their best interest. And I align myself and my will with Creator, Creatrix, divinity, divine union, the laws of nature, and I do feel a higher power outside of myself. I know that I am a microcosm to the macro, and palmistry and tarot really kind of echo that into them, and so do many divination arts. And so to be a practitioner of the divination arts, I find this to be akin to being a priest or a priestess, essentially. A priest or a priestess, I think the purpose of this is a person who studies the Torah, studies the Bible, or whatever, studies the metaphysical, studies the mysteries of reality, what is human existence, our purpose here, what is the nature of reality, what are the laws of the universe, what is God, who is God. And we, as priests and priestesses, divination practitioners, study these things so that we can be in tune and read and receive the omens that are sent to us from God. And the Bible is actually full of this. So as a young child, I felt really excited about certain characters in the Bible, like Joseph, King of Dreams. I actually have been given a couple of rainbow coats, essentially, that really remind me of that whole scene and character and in the Bible. And I've really resonated with that. The rainbow is super powerful, and I truly see that as an omen of a promise from God. And by giving the coat of many colors, I feel blessed to have been given a coat of many colors in this lifetime, and it feels to me symbolic and confirmation, direct communication from God to me, that it's wow, I've given you this gift because you are here to alchemize through interpreting the omens. And so the purpose of receiving omens as a priestess or as a divination practitioner, I suppose the role there is to cultivate that closeness with nature, the laws of the universe, with God, goddess, whatever you want to call source, with, just in recognition to that relationship with the universe, of being a little macro facet to this amazing thing. What is life? What is our experience? It's all things that to explore, as well as to just be and to sit with and be at peace with. And so, as a palm and tarot reader, I am able to look within myself and allow others to essentially be guided through these arts to look within for their own personal self-improvement, self-gnosis, and self-knowledge, because to know thyself is a timeless wisdom. This was written on the temple that Hermes, I suppose, visited, and so this is like a timeless wisdom, to know thyself. And so to be here in the human existence and explore that concept of like, who am I? And in a more scientific modern sense, we can look at psychology and the study of the mind and the soul, and which are two very different things, the mind and the soul. And so with palmistry and tarot, we're able to see a reflection of both of those. We're able to practice aligning our mind with our soul and getting deep messages and reflections from within. The tarot can reflect our subconscious thoughts. It can reflect what's really going on within us, which is why it's so important that when we shuffle cards, we're holding the energy that we want the cards to reflect. So with palmistry, this is a representation or a roadmap to your psyche and your soul's journey, to be able to look within and see what our patterning is. As we make choices in this life, we have our brainwaves firing and wiring certain patterns, and those neural pathways are being created just as the lines in our hands are being created. And we all have lines in our hands. They're ever changing aside from our fingerprints and our dermaglyphs, but all the other lines have potential to change. Even these main ones, they can totally transform on a person depending on what's going on in their life. So to be able to see these is a really amazing tool for self-gnosis, to be able to be like, hey, what are my patterns? Because I want this and I'm thinking this, but what's actually going on? And so it's a great tool for self-observation. I recommend doing it in combination with many other practices that are going to help you with self-gnosis, like journaling, mindfulness, meditation, breath work, whatever it is for you. Depending on your lines, there's going to be different things that you need for your healing. And so those are all things that you can discover by following my channel. I'm going to be teaching you about palmistry, little lessons for you, as well as tarot. Tarot is much more common, and I know there's a lot more information out there, so that's why I'm focusing a bit more on palmistry education at this time. I feel that palmistry is something that's completely like mystified and sometimes even misunderstood. And so as somebody who's been practicing for many years, I've read several different texts from different authors, different sources, and I have read books that are completely boring and seem like complete crap. And then I have read books that were just like amazing and really resonated. And through my practice of working with people and working with actual hands and interpreting lines in real time and talking to people about like what their actual experience is, I have been able to get a good understanding of what information I actually find is helpful, beneficial to share with other people, what actually resonates. And I like to share, more rather than not enough, so that everyone has a well-rounded picture. So if you're interested in learning about yourself through your hands, palmistry, tarot, you are in the right place. Tarot and Palm. I also have a metaphysical store online for you. I know that it can be kind of like coming into this world of the metaphysical. It's like, what do I need? What's going to help me? And so I've created this store with over 6,000 items where you can find metaphysical education on a variety of different topics, different healing modalities. So you can go check out the books. There's physical books that can be mailed to you. There is also ebooks, so it's quick and easy, and some of them have audio files as well for your convenience. And so if you are new and you'd like to go shop on my website, Welcome20 is a coupon code that will get you 20% off your first order, and there's free shipping for orders 50 and up. So use the coupon code Welcome20 for 20% off your first order. So anyway, a little more about tarotandpalm.com. You can find my services there. I offer one-on-one live video calls with me where we can do palmistry, tarot, whatever is going on for you, a combination of that. I work with many divination modalities, and You know, it's even helpful if you're learning, if you want to get a reading with me and explore your hands in depth, or, you know, if you're learning tarot, same, and you want to explore that in depth, but you also want my guidance. I do offer those 1-hour live readings. You can book them on my services tab on my website. There is also several other options for readings. If the 1-hour live is too big of a commitment for you and you just want to dip your toes and get a reading from me, you can choose from a variety of options, from ranging in like very low and affordable prices to a little bit bigger investments to give you more value and more information. So yeah, go check that out. And the 20% off coupon works on all of my services as well. Then you'll see in the other categories, there is just about everything you need to work with in your metaphysical practices. There's a huge variety of crystals, even some bulk options if you want to build really big crystal grids for your practices. There's also candles, variety of different candles, beeswax, other types of wax, as well as like Reiki charged candles with spells and intentions put in them. So if you are looking for more confidence in your life, or maybe you're working in your love life or your career, your abundance or your health or whatever it is, there are candles specifically for that purpose on my website. And let's see what else. There's like all sorts of charms and jewelry, magical symbols, anything that you need. And another thing too, on the 1-hour lives, if you're interested in deepening your metaphysical practice, that's another thing we can do, is talk about what physical items you want to bring into your practice to strengthen it. So lots of options there. Go check out my website. And one other thing I want to let you know about on the website right now, in my services category actually, there's a workshop available to you. It's an interpersonal palmistry workshop from Cascade Equinox Festival 2023. That was just this last autumn. And so it's an hour-long workshop where you would get a very in-person experience, even though it's over video, because there are a group of people there and you get to see them talk about their hands, the qualities that they're seeing, and learn just the basics of palmistry. And in a real-time view with other people, there's like directions on an activity for tracing your hands that goes along with that. And so it can kind of help you map out your hand. It's a great place to start. The 20% off coupon works on that as well. And included with that workshop, you just purchase the workshop and I send you a link to watching it. And then you are also able to do a follow-up email with me. So any questions you have, whatever's going on with your own hand map, yeah, you can go ahead and send me an email and I'll answer any of your questions and work with you in that way. So it's like as if you had the real experience of being there at the workshop. So yeah, I hope you enjoy all of those offerings. Thank you for joining my channel. Please subscribe, like my videos, comment. I'm a brand new channel, so I mean, at least right now when I'm filming this, so you know, you could be watching this way in the future, but nonetheless, I appreciate your support, and likes and comments always help boost. So if you appreciate what I'm sharing, it's a really great energetic exchange for you to give back to me and be like, wow, I appreciate you demystifying the metaphysical. I appreciate your palmistry knowledge, whatever that is. If you appreciate my offerings, please give me a boost, share my content, subscribe. I will be so grateful. And I look forward to hearing from you. You can also follow me on other social media platforms. I am on Instagram and TikTok as well. So I hope you enjoyed this introductory video about me, and if you have any questions about me, my practices, I did not expect this video to go the way it did. I normally share maybe a different view of myself, but you can look on my website in the About Me tab as well for more details. But if you would like to know more about me and my practices, please let me know in the comments, and I will make some videos with what you would like to learn about. Blessed be. Thank you for watching. Stay wild and free.